Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 10 out of Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, as y'all can see by the title, we got another crazy case for 2021. Now, this pandemic, pretty much all of us have experienced what it's like to be on house arrest. Imagine having the freedom to move about how you want, but a GPS ankle monitor tracking your every movement. The last thing you'd expect is someone to cut the monitor off and brutally stab someone to death. Police were dispatched to a residence about noon on Sunday, January 31st, after a probation official called to say that a GPS monitoring ankle bracelet alarm was being received. Authorities unsuccessfully attempted to contact the man on probation at his residence, and the bracelet was still in the area when its battery died. Officers were dispatched the next day to 3145 Arboretum Drive for a report of suspicious circumstances. Upon arrival, they met with a couple who advised they were hiking in the wooded area when they located an ankle bracelet and a bloody hat near the trail. Officers ran the serial number on the monitor, receiving verification from a probation officer that it belonged to 21-year-old Richard Forsyth. Officers proceeded to investigate the area, observing and following what appeared to be a blood trail near the bracelet that led them to a gruesome scene: the body of a 20-year-old female in the woods. Her front center torso had visible stab wounds, estimated between 15 to 20. She also had multiple cuts and slashes to her hands, a sign of struggle, defending herself from her attacker. She was later identified as 20-year-old Jennifer Lopez. Hours later, a nearby sheriff's department made contact with the department that found the body, letting them know Richard Forsyth had walked into the probation office. His probation officer advised Richard had blood on his clothing at the time, confronting him about his GPS monitor, saying it had been found near the location of a dead body. He asked Richard specifically who the body would have been, and he replied, Jennifer, further saying he'd been in contact with her in the area. Her vehicle had been recovered earlier in the morning, a 2016 Nissan Altima found in a ditch, the driver and lone occupant, none other than Richard. When investigators made contact, Richard admitted he was with her, but stated he didn't want to say anything more without an attorney, then saying it was a bad deal. While Richard was being booked into the county jail on unrelated charges, Jennifer's driver's license was found inside of his wallet. The shoes he'd been wearing appeared consistent with the prints left in the snow at the scene of the crime. Now, to be honest, none of this is that shocking to me. The woman he killed was his ex-girlfriend. Whether or not she found a new man or he decided to snap, I don't know. He does have past convictions, one of which was for drugs and being intoxicated by drugs, so maybe he was high out of his mind on meth. But in my humble Caucasian opinion, this judge must have been high as fuck out of his mind. Richard was charged with a first-degree murder with the bond set at $1 million. Anyone that's been in trouble with the law knows damn well if you're on probation and you catch a new charge, you can bet your ass you're not getting a bond. Not only did privileged Richard receive a bond, he was told if he's able to make bond, they're putting him on another fucking GPS ankle monitor, as if he didn't just cut the first one off and kill a girl. A conviction of first-degree murder in his state carries an automatic life sentence without parole, but a fucking GPS monitor if you make bond after killing a girl and leaving your old GPS at the scene. Now, this is wild to me, right? This has to be the easiest fucking case for a prosecutor because of the massive amounts of evidence linking this kid to the murder. The GPS alone, that right there, like, aside from the fact that he got caught in her car and then he had her ID and then he said her own fucking name and said he was with her, aside from all that, the GPS alone, that's a lot of fucking evidence right there. You know what I mean? And it just blows my mind because I know people that have been charged with certain things, less than murder, some with murder, that didn't get a bond and they had nothing near the amount of evidence this kid has against him. I would be so fucking surprised if this kid made bond and got put on another ankle monitor. I don't know what type of family he comes from. I don't know if they got money like that. If they gotta do 10%, it's $100,000 to get him out. They could put up a house, whatever it is. But to just hear that he has a fucking bond after cutting off his ankle monitor, when I know kids that violated probation for something petty or just ran away from home after cutting off their bracelet and their asses got locked up and didn't get out for another 6 to 12 months. Now 2021 is a lot like 2020, you know, it's the years of the fuck ups. I don't know if the whole 20s is gonna be fucked, but these first couple of years, they seem to be not the greatest so far. There's a lot of crazy ass bullshit going on, and there's a lot of guys killing females. We just found out that Buddy that killed the 2 girls and then went live, one of the females he killed was his fiance. And yes, I did a video on that for everyone that keeps asking, can you do a video? I did a video. I had the biggest video on YouTube. It did over 300K the first fucking 10 hours, and then YouTube decided to take it down. But it's okay, because how 2021 is going, we're gonna have plenty more fucking content and plenty more psychotic motherfuckers that are finding themselves in jail, and I'm gonna be reporting on that shit. But hey, this kid's fucked. It sounds like he's gonna get a mandatory life sentence based on all the evidence against him, and I'm gonna have the victim's GoFundMe posted in the comments section if anyone would like to donate. It's Tan out of Jake. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. Till next time.